Welcome back to our channel, or welcome to our channel if you're new here. We're Eric and Sarah, and we've been traveling around Ecuador for the last 6 months, but we finally made it to Peru.
So if you're interested in Ecuador or Ecuador series, we are going to link a playlist just up here, but if you're interested in Peru, subscribe right now because we are going to be here for the next couple of months.
Woohoo! And to start off our Peru series, we're here in Lima, which is a very cool city. It's actually the second biggest capital to be built on a desert.
And Lima has a population of almost 10 million people, which is actually a third of the population of all of Peru, which is crazy.
And because there's so many people here, it actually is made up of 43 districts that make up metropolitan Lima, which is really cool. And each one is pretty much its own town with its own vibe. So we're going to be exploring a few of them today and showing you what it's like here in Lima.
So without further ado, let's get going.
So the first district we're going to show you here in Lima is called Barranco. This is actually the neighborhood we're staying in. It's a really beautiful neighborhood. It's known as the Romantic District, and it's just full of murals and beautiful parks, some statues, and a lot of history. It's really, really gorgeous place to come and walk around. And it has one of our favorite murals we've seen in all of Lima, this one right behind us. And it is a beautiful mural of all of the ancestors of Lima, or just Peru in general. And above it, it says Equilibrio or Equilibrium. And it's just a really beautiful representation of the multiculturalism that is Peru.
So as you can see behind us, there is the famous Bridge of Sighs, and the legend has it that if you walk across with your significant other while holding hands and holding your breath, and you make it across, you will stay together forever. Now, we don't really need to do that because we know we're going to be together forever, but we're going to do it anyways just for extra luck. All right, let's catch one last fresh breath.
Hold hands.
Al instante la foto panorámica con la familia.
Yay, we get to be together forever!
How great is
that? It's meant to be! It's perfect!
Wow, I feel already like...
Wow.
Wow.
Now I just know.
We know we're gonna be together forever.
Wow.
Incredible.
That's all I needed was that bridge.
Thanks. Thanks, bridge. Walking down from the bridge, actually just down to the water, you can just walk through this alleyway kind of just down, and there's all these restaurants and beautiful buildings and colors on the side, and yeah.
It's beautiful!
It's beautiful.
But don't forget, if you walk all the way down in the water, you gotta walk all the way back up.
Made that mistake before. So as you can tell, it is a little bit gray here in Lima. We've been here for a couple weeks and it's been like this pretty much every single day. Sometimes you'll have a little bit of sun come through, but it's really not that prominent, and often it's actually quite cold here. So we're here during the South American winter. You could probably come here at a different time of year and it's different weather. It's quite cold, like I said, but there are still people who are surfing. So I don't know what that says about people from Lima, but they're pretty brave in my opinion. And of course, just as we start talking trash about the weather, it gets nice and sunny.
This is so unusual for us. If you watch any of our Ecuador videos, we have the worst luck with weather. It always rains.
Brutal.
And I'm hoping this is a new sign that in Peru we're just going to have great luck with weather.
Maybe it's changing.
This is like one of 3 days of sun we've had in like a month, so I love it.
Well, we made it to beautiful Miraflores, which is just another district here in Lima.
Probably the most popular one, or most famous one in Lima. If you look at pictures of Lima, you usually have this kind of background with the beautiful, just absolute cliffs off the side to the ocean.
What I love about Lima is actually, yeah, like what Sarah says, like the cliffs here. You can see just it meets ocean, and then you have the city, and it's really cool because there's actually a highway that goes right there.
Yeah, and there's a Malecon on the top level and along the ocean on the bottom. So there's just like so many places to walk, and it's just really beautiful.
This is definitely the best place to come and just walk around and yeah, hang out.
There's a bunch of different parks to explore in Miraflores. There's a lighthouse park, and right now we're at Parque del Amor, which has this beautiful statue behind of these people kissing.
So if this park looks familiar to you, there's actually a park that it was based on in Barcelona called Parque Güell. And yeah, so there's all these different tiles, colorful tiles all around it, and it's just actually a really beautiful park.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. I asked Eric if we could recreate this statue and make a picture, but Eric said no, so.
It's because it's weird. It's a weird thing to ask.
I think it would have been funny. But yeah, anyways, yeah, it's a really cool park. Make sure to come explore it in Miraflores. And we try to share some of these facts about things that we're learning as we go, but obviously we're not experts on Lima. So if there's anything cool you know about Lima or these places we're going, make sure to comment below because we'd love to, yeah, learn things.
Yes, definitely.
So after a long walk, we're pretty hungry, so it's time for some food, and we're going with ceviche, which is probably the most famous Peruvian dish from what we've heard, and yeah, it's gonna be delicious. Let's try it out.
What is it?
So good. Well, this one's like a mixed platter, but usually like fish, sometimes other seafood, and essentially like a bunch of lime that kind of prepares those things. I don't know how to explain that. And then there's like a sweet potato to kind of counteract the limeness, and then we got some corn. It's really delicious. And how is it?
I love ceviche. Stuff is delicious. It's actually different than what it was in Ecuador. Ecuador was actually a lot more like soupy. They actually it would basically be fish in a soup broth, then they called it ceviche. Whereas
even the fish there was like actually cooked. Whereas
yeah,
here,
that's right.
It's raw.
Yeah, it's actually more raw fish here. So it's just a bit of a different thing than in Ecuador, which is kind of cool. But this is like the actual authentic Peruvian ceviche, which is actually like the original ceviche. So yeah. Actually, I don't know if I should say that because Ecuadorians might get mad at me.
If you want to see more Peruvian food, make sure you subscribe because we're going to be going on a full food tour next week, and it's going to be really awesome. We're going to show you a bunch of different Peruvian foods and just try them all out. So make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss that video next Saturday.
I know. So yeah, Lima's great because you can use Uber and Cabify to get around, and so we're on to our next spot, which is Plaza de Armas in the middle of the city. So we're gonna have to go on a little bit of a drive here. I think it's gonna be
hopefully not too long.
Hopefully not too long, but we'll keep you posted. Okay, so the road was closed, so we had to walk the last 2 blocks, but man, I'm already like...
This is crazy.
So surprised.
This is so different than the other neighborhood.
This is the architecture, all the different, the buildings are just completely different.
Really old and like colonial, I don't even know, colonial style almost?
Yeah, totally.
Really cool. I'm excited to explore.
Yeah, I'm really glad we actually came here because we weren't going to come here. We actually second-guessed ourselves. We weren't thinking of coming here, but
it's probably like a half-hour drive to the center.
But wow, okay,
really cool.
I'm really excited.
Already.
We're not even at.
Wow, look how beautiful this is.
Wow, that's incredible. Oh, probably shouldn't film the army men. They might freak out at me.
You're like right in their face.
They're gonna be so mad at me.
Wow, this is so cool. So this is Plaza Armas, and wow, just so beautiful. I was not expecting like a full square of these beautiful buildings. Pretty sure that's the presidential building over there, which is really cool. Man, this is awesome. I'm excited to walk around here.
So it looks like we got here just at the right time because there's a band playing in the presidential building, and it's amazing because they're actually just like walking around and playing this amazing music.
It's awesome. It's so
I love
cool.
it. It's beautiful.
Not sure what the occasion is, but I love it.
No idea.
Comment below if you know why this is happening.
Tell us what's happening.
We're assuming changing of the guard, but this seems like a little much for that.
I don't think it's a changing of the guard. I think that's a little excessive. Okay, so it is the changing of the guard, we found out, and I think the funniest part about just like Andean culture in these countries is that they love this song. It's El Condor Pasa, and it's just like they play it on different flutes, they play it for the changing of the guard, like they just love the song El Condor Pasa. It's hilarious.
And this is like a slow...
This is like a very slow version.
Yeah, slow band version.
Yeah.
I love it, it's awesome.
I love it. It's so good. I gotta say, I'm slightly obsessed with these buildings right now. I'm not really, I didn't think I was very into architecture, but this is like really cool.
It's so beautiful. This is amazing.
It's beautiful.
Walk around here all day.
Yeah, Plaza de Armas, definitely do not miss this. So we had heard of Plaza de Armas before in this area and how beautiful the architecture is, and it's absolutely stunning. This is super cool.
Super amazing, yeah. It's definitely worth coming here. But we also heard about San Francisco Church, which is where we are right now, and we were kind of looking for something a little bit more unique today, other than just walking around. So we're gonna go explore some catacombs that are under this church behind us.
Yeah, so let's go check that out.
Well, that was way cooler than I even expected it to be.
Cool.
Definitely, if you're in the area in Plaza de Armas, make sure you come to this church and do the tour. It's only 15 soles, which is definitely worth it. Only takes an hour, and it was really cool. All the art inside the church was super cool. Beautiful. The catacombs were really cool.
Yeah. And another thing is that if you're going to Plaza de Armas anyways, there's also a lot of people coming up to us and giving us like walking tours. Some people even like offered us free walking tours, and a lot of them spoke English as well. So that's an option as well if you come to this area. So we wanted to show you a little bit of Lima. We obviously didn't do everything that we could do in Lima. That would just be impossible. But yeah, this is just a small picture of what we wanted to check out here in Lima.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool museums around as well, but you can't film in any of them as well. So we didn't want to do too many breaking the rule things.
That's right, totally. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, just throw a like down and maybe subscribe to our channel if you want to see more of Peru. And yeah, that pretty much sums up our video.
Yeah, and we'll see you in the next one.